Hey, I'm Andre.
And I'm Rachel.
Today we'll be checking out a March for Women's Day.
And a movie review on Snatch.
And I'll be eating a delicious quinoa salad.
Come check out our St. Paddys Day story.
It's just my favorite celebration. I can't wait to feast.
I couldn't agree more. Like, why isn't it a national holiday yet?
You said the magic words. If you find the special pot of gold, you'll be rich for all eternity. Stay tuned to the news to find your lucky clues.
Maybe we should tune into Second Edition News to see if they have any lucky updates.
Good evening. A special event took place last Saturday afternoon.
Over 50 people gathered to march for women's rights.
Women, united! We'll never be defeated!
The International Women's Day Committee organizes this march in recognition of International Women's Day.
We're pleased to be joining the millions of people around the world who mobilize for International Women's Day, take to the streets. It's a way to defend our democratic rights, to assert change.
It is held a day after the recognizable day to make it easier for participants to attend. The march starts at Corbett Hall Field, where the participants will march 12 blocks down White Ave, finally arriving at the Luther Center. This is where they'll gather to speak about and discuss women's rights.
The U of A played host to the community citizenship ceremony on Monday with 70 new Canadians in attendance. A roundtable discussion was held to learn about the new citizens, many of whom were very eager to become Canadian.
It's really great to see so many people eager to come to Canada and get involved in the community. And we were talking about volunteering and the economy, getting jobs and things like that. So it's just really exciting for me.
The event ended with the certificate ceremony where the Canadian oath was recited and 70 new citizenship certificates were awarded. The City of Edmonton held a community meeting on Thursday to discuss a possible rezoning for Queen Mary Park. As the meeting progressed, many homeowners were opposed to the idea of adding multiple family housing into the neighborhood. However, City Planner Andrew McClellan states that no plan is in effect yet.
We're going to evaluate our policy documents and we're going to evaluate other planning principles, and only at that point, once we've completed that thorough evaluation, will we be in a position to actually make a recommendation of whether we'll support it or not.
McClellan went on to say that homeowners could fill out a form allowing them to make their case at a public hearing. A date and time have yet to be decided.
This past weekend, Spirit hit West Edmonton Mall. The mall's Ice Palace is host to the 11th annual ACA Total Spirit Championships, where over 150 teams compete.
We started out with 35 teams, and here we are 11 years later with over 200 teams joining us. We have teams joining us from Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Alberta, and British Columbia.
This makes it Alberta's largest cheerleading competition, with over 3,000 competitors and coaches, ranging from ages 3 to adulthood. With over 700 spectators able to sit in on this event, it definitely isn't one to miss. The top finalists will be heading to Florida next to compete. Nate is welcoming a bundle of laughs. This past Wednesday, the school's on-campus restaurant, The Nest, hosted a comedy night to get students more involved.
It's good. It changes up the programming that we have here on a weekly basis. It's something different for students to do rather than just coming here for a quick drink and some food. It keeps them in here, and I figure the more options that a student has, the better.
The show starts off with a performance from an Irish roots comedian, David Dempsey. He is followed by headliner Patrick Malia, who amps up the crowd with hilarious impersonations.
Yes. Today we will be having waffles.
You can catch Dempsey on Edmonton's entertainment show, Press to Play, and Malia on the Comedy Network.
NATES's How-To program is a big part of NATE's after-school activities, and last week they taught students the art of the guitar.
There, you can text me, email me, whatever, and we can hook up prep lessons if that's something that...
Students learn the strum, notes, and rhythm from local music businessman and instructor Scott Green. And Michelle Goulet from NATESA gave her comment about how these classes are planned.
Well, we do brainstorming every summer for new events, and we get students involved and NATESA staff and just see what students are interested in, and we develop events around those ideas.
How To Guitar was the last how-to class for the year, and the program will start up again sometime in 2014. Nate is planning on building a student residence of its own.
Nate is the largest post-secondary institute in North America without a residence. But now at the closing of the city center airport, opportunity for expansion of the campus is possible. Nicole Murphy has more.
Aidan Plews is from North Battleford, Saskatchewan, and is currently enrolled in the Graphics Communications program at NAIT. Since NAIT has no residence of its own, Aidan had to apply to stay at the McEwen residence, where her acceptance was not guaranteed.
There was that stress of not knowing if I was going to be in or not. It was like, I was trying to play it cool in front of the parents, like, okay, yeah, if I don't get in, I don't get in. If I get in, bonus. If I don't, sorry.
But now with the city center airport closing, opportunities for expansion in NAIT's very own backyard allow for a NAIT residence to be built in the near future.
Having a residence does bring more of a community together of young people who are NAIT students, and I do see value in that. And given that they are needing to fill that gap, because they do have a lot of demand for it, I think it makes sense.
The average age of a student at NAIT is much higher, and a traditional dorm residence may not suit the needs of all students.
If you're here for less than 2 months and you're an apprentice, for example, you may want a hotel experience. You want the beds made, you want to go to the cafeteria for lunch and things like that. But if you're here for 2 years or 4 years, you may want to be able to put your own flowers and art up. So how do we make that happen?
The City of Edmonton still has a lot of decisions to make concerning land distribution. Although it's sad to see the city center airport go, students like Aidan will appreciate a residence built on this land in the future. Nicole Murphy, 2nd Edition News.
What's going on this week in sports, Tyler?
We actually had a lot of local games happening, and there's a new ACAC Player of the Year.
Sounds exciting.
All that and more coming up in sports. The Edmonton Oil Kings faced off against the Saskatoon Blades. Dylan Ruck passes to Keegan Lowe and gets the first goal. Michael Furland goes behind the goal, spins around and passes to the Dylan Ruck, who holds onto the puck just till the right moment and slaps that puck right into the goal. David Musil passes to Mitchell Moroz and then tries to relay to Travis Ewang, but Logan Harlan intercepts and scores a goal for his team. Dylan attempts to pass Curtis Lazar, but Ashton Shaunter steals a puck, passes to Josh Nicholas, takes a shot but gets deflected. However, Shane McGowan gets a rebound and sends it right back to the net, getting it in and bringing the score back to a tie. When the shootout came around, the Blades got their first goal, winning them the game. The ACAC has chosen a new Player of the Year. Sherry Bowles recently won this award last Monday, shortly after winning against the Red Deer College Queens.
Honestly, my first 2 years here, I had a lot of injuries, and it stopped me from playing hockey for a little bit during the year. I only played half a season my first year, and then last year I dealt with a lot of injuries all throughout the year. So I just felt that coming into this season, I had something to prove, and I knew I had to prove something, so with my hard work, and I worked hard every practice, every training session we had, and I think that had a lot to do with my performance this year.
She led the ACAC in regular season scoring this year. She had 16 goals and 11 assists for 27 points in 18 games.
Deciding to come here was probably one of the best decisions I've ever made. I've learned a lot, and the experiences have been really awesome, and I wouldn't change anything.
Sherry was also named to be the first ACAC All-Conference team. The Edmonton Oilers versus the Colorado Avalanche, the final game on the Oilers' 9-game road trip. Alish Hemsky passes the puck to Sean Horkoff. Gabriel Landeskog tries to stop it but fails to do so. Ryan Whitney shoots to Sam Gagner and gets it in. Shane O'Brien's rebound chance is blocked by Ladislav Schmid, and the Oilers clear on down the rush. Magnus Piarve shows great hands, bringing the game to 3-0 Edmonton, headed to the third period. Jan Hadar avoids a shot from Devon Dubnyk. On the power play, Taylor Hall sends it off to Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, who buries his first goal in 12 games. The Ooks men's hockey team played hard against the Concordia Thunders last Thursday. With a couple of scratches and bruises along the way, the Nate Ooks took the game as theirs. 5 minutes into the second period, number 15 Michael Paluzzo makes a long-distance slap shot, sending the puck right into the net, scoring the Ooks their first goal. The Thunders retaliate though, with number 21 Philip Kenjana making a comeback and getting past the goalie, bringing the game back to a tie. But the Ooks step up their game with number 27 Liam Darg passing to Scott Fellenmar, getting the goal, putting the Ooks back to 3-1. The Thunders retaliate. Number 21 Philip Kenja making the comeback and getting one past the goalie and bringing the game back to a tie. And even though they pushed through it, the Concordia Thunders lost the game 3-2. The Ooks win the semifinal series 3-0 now, advancing to the ACAC finals versus SAIT.
Very happy that we're able to wrap things up and win the series in 3 because, you know, again, I have a lot of respect for the team that we were playing against. They're well coached and they're a dangerous team. They don't need very many chances to score. So, you know, all in all, we're happy with the outcome.
Definitely hard work and sticking to the game plan. Coach has really just laid out a good game plan for us, and you know, we were able to stick to it and work at it, and we got the job done.
Be looking for gold from a leprechaun.
I wonder where the pot of gold could be.
They'll never find it.
Like, I don't even know how to use this. Like, am I just supposed to start digging for gold or something?
No, Rachel, we're gold diggers. We're supposed to find the pot of gold. Maybe some fun facts will help us out.
Did you know originally the color associated with St. Patrick was blue? Over the years, the color green in its association with St. Patrick's Day grew. Did you know one of the longest running St. Patrick's Day parades in North America occurs each year in Montreal, whose city flag includes a shamrock in its lower right quadrant? Did you know the Toronto Maple Leafs were known as the Toronto St. Patricks from 1919 to 1927, and they wore green jerseys? Did you know, as part of more than a 50-year-old Chicago tradition, the Chicago River is dyed green in observance of St. Patrick's Day? And now you know.
I'm getting really tired. Can we take a break?
Fine, Rachel, we'll take a break, and maybe we'll get some food too.
And we come to the events that led to the Great Depression.
Seriously?
Time for something a little more youthful. NR92.com, the only station with people like you talking about things you care about.
Damn!
NR92.com, like you, for you.
NR92 is going to blow you away. Get caught up in your campus radio station, NR92.
NR92 listens to you.
Baby, I'm in.
So you listen to us. Call us to make your request now.
Where you think you're going, baby? But here's my number. So call me, baby.
NR92, you'll hear everything.
And you need that music.
Let me hear you say,
Yeah, you know what it is.
NR92, the station for the student.
NR92. NR92.com.
All access to the music you want to hear.
Whether it's country, rap, rock, or anything else, NR92 has got you covered. NR92, the station for the students.
Hello and welcome to Cooking with Ernest. I'm Audrey Desrochers and I'm here with Chef TJ Atkinson, and we are making a quinoa salad. So Chef, tell me why it's so popular.
Very popular with vegetarians nowadays because we're always looking to try and get that complete protein.
Right. Yeah.
So quinoa is a complete protein, so we're able to use it in different ways, from side dishes to what we're doing today as a salad. So if you're not eating chicken and fish and all that, it's a good meal replacement in that regards. So here it's just a nice little grain. What we're going to do is same as you would cook rice, so 2 to 1. 1 cup of the quinoa.
All right.
And then 2 cups of our cooking liquid, which today we're using a chicken stock.
All right. And what would be another alternative for vegetarians, say?
You could make a vegetable stock. What I find which is really nice too is if you have a mushroom stock, like the water from dehydrated mushrooms, whatever, makes a really flavorful liquid to cook your quinoa in as well. So this we're going to end up simmering for about 15 minutes till it kind of blooms and opens up.
Right.
And then we'll get more of a product like this. And then what we're going to get you to do is mix some different vegetables here.
Alrighty.
We have some onions and peppers. Yeah, we'll toss that in there. A little bit of sunflower seeds and cranberries as well. What are some other seeds and berries that you'd like that you might toss into a salad at home? Or berries or something?
Pine nuts.
Pine nuts, excellent. Yeah, they'd be great in here as well.
Nuts.
Sunflower seeds are a nice one as well too. So, and some people even do like dried apricots as well.
Oh
variations.
Yeah. This is looking very colorful.
Add a little bit of salt and pepper, and then and a little bit of vinaigrette in there too, and we'll toss that up. I see you like a few extra veggies in there. That's good.
I do. My hand kind of slipped there, so it's going to be very.
Right. A little bit of pepper and mix that
right.
up
Yes,
too.
Can't forget that.
So these are great too, summertime or spring, or maybe a lighter season, a little bit lighter of a meal for you as well.
Oh, well, this looks so delicious. Look at all these veggies.
Yeah,
I'm definitely going to have to start making these for my lunches. I'm Audrey Desrochers, and I'm here with Chef TJ Atkinson. Thank you so much for showing me this. Let's take a look at this week's viral video.
Wait, what's that sound?
There's a new fad that's taking over people of all ages. It's replaced the electric slide, the chicken dance, and anything that your parents would remember. It's even taken over the popular Gundam style. This dance does not actually require you to know how to dance, but just how to be silly and have fun. So today, I'm attempting what is known as the Harlem Shake. Is that how it's done? I'm not really sure, but let's find out.
The Harlem Shake.
There are so many people on the Harlem train that even Irish dancers have got it on the brain.
Where are we? Are we in the ghetto?
I don't know. I hope we don't run into any Irish gangsters. This is like the movie Snatch.
So, Cody, what did you think of the movie Snatch?
Well, Anastasia, I thought it was a pretty good movie, but it could be a bit confusing for those who aren't really paying attention because Guy Ritchie, he just went everywhere but straight.
It's true, he kind of has a knack for that kind of raw humor and twisted plot line. I thought the movie was awesome, though. It definitely had a colorful cast. Benicio del Toro, Jason Statham.
Brad Pitt.
And Brad Pitt's accent. Very impressed.
I particularly liked how his character, they established that one punch he could take anyone out. That was just awesome.
It's so true. And normally every movie I see Brad Pitt in, he has an awful accent, so I was really quite impressed this time around. He kind of took his accent from Pig Latin and sort of developed his own language for the movie.
Where's your boxer there? Concentrate. You look like a boxer.
So it was kind of cool because there was 3 of 4 intertwining plots which kind of centered around the missing diamond.
Yeah, there was the English gangsters, the Irish pikeys, which are like gypsies.
Underground boxing matches.
Even the Russian mafia.
Yeah, I thought it was awesome, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I thought it was very good. Very well done. Overall, I think I'm going to give it 3.5 leprechauns out of 5.
And you know what? I really liked the movie. I thought it was a little bit hard to follow sometimes, but I would give it 3 leprechauns out of 5.
Completely agree.
Wait, where's all the gold? Yeah, what the heck? This sucks.
You fools! I took all the gold for myself, and now I'll be rich for all eternity.
Be looking for gold from a leprechaun. Oh yeah. Yeah, he's a scheming ginger indeed. Oh, he's a schemer. Oh, there goes on their